prices jumped to over $4 a gallon.
There is very much a police state going on in the streets now. One way or the other, we're all in this together.
This is our local farmers market.
This is the Jink. This is peak profit.
Cal here.
The story is that there's the onset of a global oil shock. A group of people have received notification that the shock is going to come on, but they do have a little bit of time to prepare. And what they prepare is the World Without Oil website at worldwithoutoil.org. And they want to collect the stories from everyone who's going through the oil shock. They want to hear what people are experiencing, and so they invite people to essentially write in.
The goal of the game was to have normal people, ordinary citizens from all around the world tell their story, what their life would be like in a world without oil. And by collecting all of these individual stories, we could paint a future landscape that would really use the collective wisdom of the people on the internet to think about the challenges we might face and some of the solutions we could use to solve an oil crisis.
ITVS has been promoting innovative public television for over 16 years, and we wanted to take the next step to talk about new ways of telling stories. World Without Oil was an amazing project. It was innovative, it was smart, it promoted social issues, it hit all the marks of our mission, and plus it was a game. And on top of that, it was an alternate reality game.
Alternate reality games are different from most computer games or most video games. The most important thing about them is that it's not role play, it's real play. You're not playing a character, you don't have a little 3D avatar. In the game, you're yourself. And you talk about your own life and your own everyday circumstances, except you talk about them as if the fiction of the game were true.
We are nearing the end of week 5 of the 2007 oil crisis.
People were able to participate in World Without Oil kind of through their favorite communication method. A lot of people blogged, other people made videos. There were a lot of people who just played by email. You could phone in.
We can rebuild the resources we had before, we just can't use oil.
And then people also created images or put together image series kind of showing what was going on in a world without oil.
I think the players made it a lot more interesting than we ever could. With all the different viewpoints, and some wrote about how their lives had barely changed at all, and others had guns and built a wall around their city.
I decided to do a comic dealing with the problems and events that arose due to the oil shortage. I just sort of came up with the idea of being able to see it through the eyes of 4 regular college students that are just trying to get by.
ITVS's mission has always been to give unheard people a voice, and also to spark public discourse about these subjects, and to encourage public debate. And World Without Oil accomplished this in so many ways. It was a project that engaged people from all over the world. It broke down all kinds of borders. We had people who participated from Australia, the UK, Iraq, Japan, from all corners of the globe.
People were really dealing with their futures. That's the way they saw it. And they brought that sort of earnestness to the game. They were engaged with this as an exercise in imagining the future, playing it so that we don't have to live it.
Exclusively, so what we've done is converted most of our backyard and even part of the front yard into food production. So I'm going to take a second to show you that.
And so the power of having people live in this alternate reality is that they have to change the way they live their lives. They're not simulating it in a 3D immersive environment. They're simulating it in their own lives, changing how they commute to work, changing how they prepare dinner, how they go out on dates. And so an alternate reality game, it's not just thinking about change, it's actually making change, but in a really fun context where lots of other people around the world are making changes too.
The participation with World Without Oil was phenomenal. In just 32 days, we had over 1,500 submissions, and there were 60,000 participants from all over the globe.
I think we definitely showed that players will engage with serious issues. People will think about important topics, social topics, political topics that might not ordinarily engage them, but in the context of a game, they will engage.
Games just really have that ability to cut through differences, and we certainly saw that with World Without Oil, and I really hope that other organizations use that ability of games to essentially bring people of all different types together in kind of a shared environment, thinking about a common future. That's really the potential we were going for with World Without Oil.